Have a nice gay.
Hey, beautiful. It's Tuesday, May the 4th, 2021. Welcome to Have a Nice Gay. We're as satisfying as reaching in your pocket and pulling out exact change. I'm Mike Johnson, and I'm here with my friend Kyle Getz. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Great. You said you have a cue to LGTB for us.
Yes, I do. And the cue I'm going to cue up is from Janet Mock. So before I tell you her quote, in case you're new, LGTBQ, let's get the best quote. So Janet Mock is a writer. Her debut book was called Redefining Realness, and it was a New York Times bestseller. She is a writer on Pose. She is a writer, director, and producer on Pose.
Oh, wow.
And she is the first trans woman of color hired as a writer for a TV series in history, which...
Whoa.
Yeah. And Pose season 3 started a few days ago. So a little bit in recognition of Pose season 3, which I love. If you've not watched Pose, stop this podcast immediately. Actually, you only have a couple minutes left, so just go ahead and finish it up. It's so good. It's so good. She's trans. She began transitioning in high school, and she picked the name Janet for Janet Jackson.
Oh.
Yeah.
Miss Jackson
herself. So with all that on who Janet Mock is, she's awesome, so you should know who she is. What she said was, quote, "I believe that telling our stories, first to ourselves and then to one another and the world, is a revolutionary act." And what I really like telling stories to yourself first, because I think there's something there that reminds, I think I often jump right to trying to write for other people. What would other people see as interesting, or, what on YouTube can get a click, or, I just think there's a lot of things that make me write for other people. And starting with do I like this story? Do I care about this? Is this interesting to me? And that I think then can make the stories even better because it's rooted in something that matters and is meaningful to you. So I think there's something empowering about starting with yourself first, thinking about yourself first, and then sharing that with other people. Yeah,
that's really awesome. Something that you've taught me actually is that idea of, if there's something that keeps coming back to me over and over again, it must be something that needs to be written.
Yeah. And
so you have stories that you tell yourself and you question it, but then it keeps coming back, and then eventually okay, I'll write this story.
Yeah. I think people think about that a lot of times for clothing, but honestly, the same thing happens for stories or creative projects. It's like, if you see a jacket, don't buy it then. And if you keep thinking about it, then you should go back and buy it. And for me, at least, there's so many things I want to do or could write but it's the things that I think about months and months later. I'm thinking about the same story or idea. Then I know it's not going anywhere, and I need to, focus on it and write it and get it out there.
Absolutely. Well, that is it for LGTBQ on Have a Nice Gay. Join us tomorrow for Wednesday Game Day. We are Have a Nice Gay Pod on all social media, and our website is haveanicegay.com. If you have an awesome queer quote that you think that we should talk about, please email it to us at haveanicegaypod@gmail.com. Until tomorrow, have a nice gay, Kyle.
Have a nice gay, Mike.
Have a nice gay.